Why Malta? What makes this island country such an amazing place to live in? Well, here are a few pointers. It's bilingual, it has great weather, lots of fun activities all year round, it's amazing for families, Schengen access, social benefits, and lots more. Hi everyone, you're welcome back to the channel. Sorry I have been away for quite a while, but I promise I'll try to get as consistent as possible going forward. If you're new here, my name is Douglas, and on this space I share my perspective and experiences living, working, and navigating the EU as an African expat. So if this interests you, please do not hesitate to give this video a thumbs up, and while you're here, consider subscribing to the channel as well. Thank you. In my last video, I talked about some of the reasons people should not relocate to Malta, and I promised to do a sequel detailing some of the reasons that makes this island country a great fit for my family at this time. So as usual, let's dive in. Number one, it is a bilingual EU country. So for those of you who may not know, Malta has two official languages, which is the English language and Maltese. So if you're like me from an English-speaking background, this would make sense. It was definitely a breeze integrating into communities here because almost everyone understood and spoke English language. Mails, correspondence, billboards, and basically everything for public relations is written in both Maltese and English language. This was particularly important to me, or to us, because we came into the country with an infant, and since my primary language is English, it means that's the language that my child should learn first of all. So although we wanted to remain in the EU, it was important that our child learns the English language first. And Malta was the perfect country to accomplish that at the time. So I know that infants and toddlers tend to pick up languages, as quick as possible. But it would have been really frustrating for my husband and I if my daughter was communicating in a language that we were not fluent in, and it would have been difficult for her too. So which is why we had to prioritize basic communication in English language first. So if you're looking for an EU country that speaks English as its official language or one of its official languages, then you should definitely say hello to Malta. Number two, amazing climate. So the weather in Malta is great most time of the year, or most of the year. If you have seen some of my previous videos, you should have heard me mention 300 plus days of sunshine again and again. So while this is great for me because I'm West African and I'm definitely used to the heat, it is very important to note that it does get really hot in the summers here, and we tend to rely solely on air conditioning, which is not a problem at all. Other than that, the winters are pretty mild, especially when compared to other European countries. It doesn't snow and it does get windy, but I don't think it's extreme. And I find the spring and fall or autumn months to be like the best time of the year because it doesn't get hot and doesn't get too cold either. During this period, I see lots of folks from the UK and other European countries visiting just to escape the cold, freezing temperatures in their own countries. So this is definitely a plus. Three, it is family oriented. So I think Malta is a great place to raise kids and grow young families, and this is my personal opinion, especially if you are from a Christian or religious background like me. There are lots of options for church-run schools and activities, and even the public schools are somewhat conservative, or should I say grounded. There are also lots of family-friendly and child-friendly activities all over the island, which also makes integration easier. Also, childcare is free as long as you work and pay taxes in Malta. So your children who are not yet of school age can enjoy childcare services in your immediate community while you go to work as a parent at no extra expense. Point number four, safety. Well, Malta is pretty safe. Sometimes we take the serenity for granted, but I think it should be acknowledged as often as possible. You can walk around at any time of the day or night, and lots of shops in busy areas are open till very late. I've lived in Malta for almost 2 years, and I can tell you without a shred of doubt that I feel very safe. Number five, Schengen Access. So I've gotten lots of questions regarding whether or not you can visit other EU or Schengen countries as a resident of Malta. While this is a question that can be answered by a simple Google search, I decided to give a response as one of the benefits of living here. So although Malta is a small country, it is part of the Schengen area. And as a legal resident, you can visit any of the Schengen countries for up to 90 days in a 180-day period. So the answer is yes. You have access to all of the 27 Schengen countries visa-free. Number 6, quality of life. Honestly, the quality of life in Malta is amazing and as good as it gets. As a legal tax-paying resident, you enjoy free childcare for your kids and free education up to A level. I mean, I know someone who has completed his master's completely free of charge just by being a legal resident of Malta. You also enjoy free and accessible healthcare. Public transportation is absolutely free on the buses and the ferries. There are tons of events, fun and relaxing activities all year round. Also, I find that there are lots of public holidays in Malta as well. At least compared to my home country, I think it is a lot. I mean, great opportunities to take a break, slow down, and enjoy your life because, I mean, life should be enjoyed. These and many others are some of the reasons why living in Malta is amazing and was a great choice for my family and I at the time. As usual, this information was based on my own experience and I thought to share with you. So if you found this video helpful or informative, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. As a matter of fact, you can do it right now, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. So until I come your way again in my next video, do have an amazing day. Bye-bye.